it says clearly that fines on prostitution you can't fine the pimps and only the prostitutes or only the customers. There have to be punishments for both. But since the negatives policy goes against that, it is a violation of the Constitution, and it is impossible for it to be put into place, however well they might solve the problems that they claim they do. Now they also claim that our plan lacks solving about pimps. But what is a pimp? A pimp is someone who arranges sex deals between the customers and the prostitutes. So what's so bad about them? If they arrange the customers for the prostitutes, great, the prostitutes get to work. What's bad about a pimp is only if that person takes advantage of the prostitutes, either by violence or drugs or some sort of situation. But the negative has not proven that pimps do this to the prostitutes in this way. So now on the third thing that they miss, job counseling. Job counseling is in the current situation, yes, but when you illegalize prostitution as in their policy, that the population that depends on job counseling would increase, and they say that the budget would not increase a lot, but we argue that it does increase a lot. By illegalizing prostitution, all the prostitutes would suddenly need to go to job counseling. And there's a budget in that they have not addressed that. Second of all, is job counseling really effective? There's an unemployment rate in Taiwan currently, and according to our law, the people who don't have jobs can go to job counseling, but the unemployment rate still exists. Doesn't that mean that job counseling doesn't always work? Now to the NIMBY effect. The negative argues that brothels would damage the living rights of the local residents, and that the government shouldn't allow brothels to be set up because of that. This is an unrealistic view and not how society works. If a policy presents a public interest that is greater than the drawbacks, then that policy would be accepted. For example, power plants are a necessity in Taiwan, and yes, the waste violates some living rights of the people who are around it, but it's still necessary for power plants to be set up. In our case, the economic benefits are far more significant, and this is why. The tax we can collect is estimated to be about 15 billion NTD as mentioned before. We should ask ourselves the question, which is the most urgent issue right now in Taiwan? Currently, several local governments are facing financial turmoil. For example, in 2015, Miaoli couldn't even pay their salaries. Our living quality really the top priority when the government struggles to even operate. Taiwanese government should legalize prostitution. Thank you.
That's the end of this debate. In 5 minutes, we will have a judge give us comments about both the issues.